Hello, everyone joining.
Hi.
Oh,
Nope.
not yet.
Hello, everyone joining.
Hi. Thanks. Say hi.
We're going to be getting started in just a few minutes. Just hang in there. Hi, Mrs. Sandu's class.
Maxine says hi. She's very snoozy in her backpack.
We're so excited to be here and reading with you all today.
Okay. So, hello, everybody. Welcome. We're so excited to be here to celebrate Dr. Seuss's birthday, our love of reading, and today's special theme, which is, Oh, the Places You'll Go. Before we get started, I want to give you a quick rundown of what we have planned. First, we'll read you a book from Dr. Seuss himself, which will be Oh, the Places You'll Go, which Maxine loves. And then we'll do a fun little activity with Sarah. And then after that, Alex and I will each read one of our books, and then we'll leave some time for questions from kids and teachers. We have so many wonderful people joining us in the Zoom, so please add your questions to the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a chat box on the right-hand side of the screen where you can enter your questions. And you can just go ahead and pop any questions in there throughout the presentation, and we'll try to get to as many as we can in the end. Now, who's ready to get started? Maxine is. Okay. So great. First, I'll introduce myself. My name is Brian. This little girl back here, who's going to probably be taking a nap, is Maxine.
And I'm Alex. I am Maxine's mom, and we're the co-authors of Maxine Gets a Job, which Brian will be reading later. But first, I'm really excited to read Oh, the Places You'll Go. It's one of my favorite Dr. Seuss books. So, sit tight, listen in, and follow along. Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who will decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there, things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're darked. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. How do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite? Or go around, back, and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start in to race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting for a train to go or a bus to come or a plane to go or the mail to come or the rain to go or the phone to ring or the snow to snow or waiting around for a yes or no or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite or waiting for wind to fly a kite or waiting around for a Friday night or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake or a pot to boil or a better break or a string of pearls or a pair of pants or a wig with curls or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all the waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. Max likes this part. With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky, ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not. Alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go, though the hack and cracks howl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you will hike far, and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.5% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Buxom or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Ali Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. I love that book so much.
Yeah, that's great. So now I think Sarah has a drawing demonstration for everybody.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Yes, I will be drawing a character from my new book, Gertrude Gish, and I will be drawing Maxine. So, just... So when I make my drawings, I like to just kind of start out by making like a rough sketch underneath, and I'll be working in an inking style. And the reference photo that I'm using for Maxine is from the back of the cover. And so we're just getting this shape right here. And Maxine has big ears. And we'll fix up the details as we're inking. Character we will be seeing from my book later. This is the main character, Gertrude. Just need to get her just a tutu. I'm gonna shrink Maxine. She is not that as big as a girl, and then just Virgin Gertrude, and I'm gonna put Gertrude right on top of Maxine right here. So Gertrude likes to stack and stand on things. So in this case, she's gonna be standing on Maxine.
Hey, Sarah, I see your drawing, but we just got a question from the team at Random House. Do you mind describing your inking style for those who don't know?
Oh, okay. So this inking style is um it's not the typical style that I normally work in with my other books. I like to use acrylic paint and other mixed medium. But for this new book that's coming out with Seuss Studios, um, since we're working on Dr. Seuss's books, I wanted it to be inspired by his style, which is more like inking and then solid color. Oh. Um, yeah, I don't know if that answered the question, but sorry, I'm like not used to talking as I'm drawing, but I'm trying my best.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. And also, it's like I feel like because I know I have like a limited time to do this, my hands are shaking. Oh no, okay. So I'm gonna put Gertrude on a different layer. Okay, so I guess for the inking, it's just very loose. Like it doesn't have to be perfect.
Sarah, you did just get another question. We're looking for any tips for kids who are beginning to sketch.
Mhm.
So if you have any that you can share while you're drawing, that would be great.
Tips for kids who are beginning to sketch. Um, well, I guess it depends on the age range, but for for really, really younger kids, I would recommend using just pretty like thick mediums like crayons or pastel. Um, actually, pastel might be a little bit hard. Yeah, I would say crayons. And then so they could just kind of play around with shapes more. And I think that would kind of help in terms of growing in your drawing skills.
And for anybody wondering, the little legs on Maxine's body, those are the actual size of her legs. They're very small.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Okay. Um,
Oh, this looks so good.
Thank you. And then Maxine has
Mhm.
give her texture.
Mhm.
She has.
Sarah, how long have you been drawing?
Well, I have been drawing since I was really little because I've always loved drawing. But I seriously started art in high school. And then I went to school for illustration. Um, and I've been working as an illustrator ever since graduation. So it's been about like 7 years.
Wow, that's amazing. I love Maxine's hair. So cute.
Let's color Maxine. Bigger brush. Okay. Maxine has a beautiful orange coat.
Mm.
Gonna do this.
It looks like there's a question about where's Maxine's tail.
Oh, yeah, in this reference photo, there is no tail. So
We can talk to that one. Yeah. So Maxine doesn't have a tail.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, so most corgis you'll see, Maxine is a Pembroke Welsh corgi. There's two different kinds of corgis, but Pembroke Welsh corgis don't have tails. Um, if you see the other type of corgi, they're called cardigan corgis. They're bigger, they have pointier faces, and they have big fluffy tails. So that's how you know the difference.
I was actually wondering the same thing because over the week, as I was practicing drawing Maxine, I was like, where's her tail?
Yeah. The big fluffy tails are really, really cute. But unfortunately, Maxine doesn't have one.
Mhm.
She's so cute, even without a tail.
Thank you, Sarah.
Big butt, no tail.
The class would like to know if they can see all of the real Maxine.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
Out of
Sarah,
the
you
back.
keep drawing. We're gonna take her out.
Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna go. All right, so she's in the backpack, so she's a little very fluffy. See, look, very short legs,
Oh, so cute.
big ears, big tushy.
It's pretty much just like Sarah's drawing.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Gertrude's hair is actually matching with Maxine's color. I mean, in terms of coloring, yeah, it doesn't have to completely fill in perfectly. So I think even just having colors not being perfectly colored is also gives the painting life in a way.
Definitely. Sarah, you have another question here. What program are you using to draw your illustrations?
Oh, this is Procreate on the iPad?
Cool, thank you.
No problem.
And Sarah, we're gonna need this this physical piece of art so we can frame it and hang it up on our walls. Thank you.
Of course. No, I'm also gonna send you guys like a earlier painting I did of Maxine. I originally wanted to work in that style, but I thought for this drawing it would be nice to have Maxine and Gertrude kind of matching in style. But I'll send you guys both.
That's so nice. We can't wait to see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Um, Oh, also, I wanted to ask the audience. So, like I mentioned before, Gertrude likes to stack and stand on things. I wanted to ask if people in the audience had anything that they wanted me to draw for Gertrude to balance. So, like, It'd be lovely to have some suggestions.
There, we have one suggestion for a book, and other than that, it looks like we might be running a little short on time. So,
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm just gonna draw the book and then you're done here. Mm, just
oh, that's so cute.
and then I'm just gonna wrap it up real quick. Let's just give Maxine a ground. Mm.
Yay.
Oh,
So nice.
thank you. How do I stop sharing this screen? Sorry, one second. Oh, oh no. Um, uh-oh, hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're back.
Sarah, so I think maybe you can talk about your book, and then there was a suggestion to let's read Gertrude first, and then we'll close with Maxine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
So like I kind of talked about before as I was doing the drawing session, I'm really excited to introduce my new book. It's called Gertrude Gish on a Dish on a Fish. It'll be up on the screen. And actually, this book isn't out yet. It will be out in May. So you guys are the first to get a sneak peek at the new book. And really quick, this book was inspired by a never before seen sketch by Dr. Seuss. And yeah, so I don't want to spoil too much, but we'll get right into it. And I'm really excited. So, all right. This is Gertrude Gish. This is Gertrude on a dish. The dish is on top of a fish. This is Gertrude on a pear. The pear is on her teddy bear. Gertrude stacks. Then with a hop, Gertrude stacks herself on top. Ta-da! Look at Gertrude here and there. Stack, stack, stacking everywhere. Look at me, I'm up on top. Gertrude Gish, will you please stop? One day, Gertrude goes to town. There are floats and people all around. I'll stack it all, the whole parade, the tallest stack I've ever made. She stacks a band, they're playing tunes. She adds a cat, she adds balloons. She stacks it all, 3 dancing rats, the mayor's penguins, a heap of hats. Oh no! The tower starts to sway. First left, then right, then all the way. Crash! The mayor says, everyone agrees. No more stacking, Gertrude, please. Gertrude Gish hangs her head low. Gertrude knows it's time to go. Look up there. What do you see? Squeak, squeak. The mayor's penguin stuck in that tree. They try a ladder, the tallest in town. They still can't get the penguins down. My poor Pat, my poor Pierre. How will we get them down from there? Gertrude Gish steps up to say, I can help, I know a way. So Gertrude does what she does best, what she does better than the rest. She stacks and stacks and stacks so high, soon she and Pat are eye to eye. Hooray, Gertrude Gish! Look at her stand on that dish on that fish. This is Gertrude. Gertrude Gish. This is Gertrude on a dish. Gertrude stacks things here and there. People thank her everywhere. Ta-da! Thanks, Gertrude. And so, like I explained in the beginning, this is the original sketch um, that I based the book on by Dr. Seuss. And yeah, it was just really exciting and fun to work on this project. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story.
We love your book. We
Yeah, that
can't
was
wait
wonderful.
to get it. Yeah,
Thank
it's so
you.
good.
Thank you.
So fun. And I loved seeing that sketch in the back. How interesting.
Yeah, so cool for you to continue and create a book off of an unseen sketch. That's incredible.
Yeah, it was very different from other projects I've done, but it was really fun. So
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
We love it.
thank you.
Okay, so last we have our book. It's called Maxine Gets a Job, and the book we wrote is based on our dog Maxine, which is she's in my backpack right now. And one thing to know, every single thing in this book is true. It's completely based on Maxine. So here we go. Maxine Gets a Job. Maxine had always known she was talented. She just didn't know what her talent was. She had read that many talented dogs had specific jobs. Of course, she thought, I need a job. She knew exactly where to start. Maxine's best friend, Lady, was a lifeguard. Lady, how did you know you wanted to be a lifeguard? Asked Maxine. I am strong and fast, and I love swimming, Lady replied. I would be the fluffiest lifeguard in the world, Maxine declared. But Maxine forgot one very important thing. She didn't like swimming. Good save, Lady. I don't think I can be the fluffiest lifeguard in the world, sighed Maxine. Good thing Lady knew someone who could help. I'm Toby the guard dog, announced Toby. Sorry for my voices. I like the voices. Toby, how did you know you wanted to be a guard dog? Asked Maxine. I am big and loud, and I love protecting my chickens, Toby replied. Say hi, chickens. I would be the fiercest chicken protector in the world, Maxine declared. But Maxine forgot one very important thing. She wasn't big or loud. Good scare, Toby. I don't think I can be the fiercest chicken protector in the world, sighed Maxine. Good thing Toby knew someone who could help. I'm Luca the truffle dog, announced Luca. Luca, how did you know you wanted to be a truffle dog? Asked Maxine. Also, what's a truffle? I love food and digging, and I love truffles, Luca replied. They are fancy mushrooms deep in the ground, so you have to dig for them. Food? I would be the hungriest digger in the world, Maxine declared. Teach me. You sniff, started Luca, then you dig, and voila! But Maxine forgot one very important thing. Her arms were far too small for digging. Good sniff, Luca. I don't think I can be the hungriest digger in the world, sighed Maxine. I will never find the perfect job, said Maxine. Maxine thought about Pongo, who loved rescuing cats from trees, but Maxine despised cats. Maxine thought about Rosie, who loved pulling her sled, but Maxine didn't like to be cold. And Maxine thought about Dale, who loved running, but Maxine preferred not to exercise. Maxine thought about all the other dogs and what they had in common. What they had in common was that they did what they loved. So Maxine thought and thought and thought. She thought about what she loved most. She thought, I love playing funny characters, which is why I like wearing costumes. And I love doing funny dances, which is why I like shaking my fluffy butt. Sometimes I like shaking my fluffy butt while playing funny characters. Maxine, we didn't know you were so funny, so silly. Wait, Maxine thought, I'm good at making everyone laugh. Can that be my job? Good job, Maxine. You are very, very funny. The end.
So we hope you liked our book. Of course, very much inspired by this little girl here. And it is true. She's very funny and we love watching her make people laugh.
So now we've got some time for a Q&A. We're gonna go through the Q&A box. Do you guys want to pull some questions from YouTube and put them in the chat? And we'll just go through some of these. Sarah, if you see anything you wanna answer, let's see. Is that Hammy and Fiona's friend? Yes. Maxine is Hammy and Fiona's friend. We'll tell them you say hello. Let's see.
Also, if anyone needs to drop, feel free. We're done with the reading and with the drawing. And hopefully we get to a lot of questions within the next 20 minutes.
Someone asked, where did Sarah find Dr. Seuss's sketch? So the Dr. Seuss Enterprise, they found a stack of his sketches just hidden somewhere in his house. And so they didn't want to just archive it. And then, so that's where they brought the sketches from.
Sarah, what is your favorite Dr. Seuss book?
Oh, that's hard. That's a really hard question. I think my favorite would be probably Green Eggs and Ham.
That's a great one. What's your favorite?
My favorite Dr. Seuss book?
Yeah.
The 500 Hats of Bartholomew Cubbins.
Oh, wow.
Deep cut.
Deep cut.
Sarah, do you have any pets?
No, I wish I did though.
Well, you can borrow Maxine if you want.
I would love to. Oh my gosh, I just want to pet her. So cute.
She's very soft. What state does Maxine live in? We are in New York City. We're in Brooklyn. Sarah, where are you?
I'm in Jersey, but I live really close to the city.
Amazing.
Okay, Sarah, what is it like being a children's book author?
I feel very privileged to be a children's book author, illustrator. Yeah, it's very fun. And I love that I could just use my imagination to do work.
Yeah, it's very cool. Very inspiring too.
A lot of people asking how old is Maxine? She's 9 years old.
And she's a corgi.
She's a Pembroke Welsh Corgi, a fluffy Corgi. That's a technical term. There is a rare genetic mutation where some Corgis are born with longer hair, and they're called fluffies. That's why she's called Maxine, the fluffy Corgi. What does Maxine like to do, and does anyone have a cat? Maxine likes to sleep and eat and chase her brother, who is a cat. We have a cat.
We have a cat. His name is Jeffrey.
Draw a cheetah. I think Kristen, if Kristen is a student, she just said draw a cheetah. Maybe next time, Kristen. My class says coffee mugs.
This is for when we were still drawing.
Oh,
so
okay.
You should keep going.
Yeah. Let me go farther down.
I
did. Yeah, go ahead, Sarah.
I saw who was your first book character that you created? My debut author illustrator book was Toasty. It's a toast dog.
A toast dog. We have to see
Yes.
that one.
Why did you write the book about the dog? We wrote the book about the dog because we share her online every day to millions of people who watch funny videos that we make of her. And people really love Maxine around the world. So we thought, what better way to, allow people to have a piece of Maxine and to share her story than to allow kids to have a book to read, maybe when they go to bed or, to make them smile. So that's why we wrote the book.
And yes, Maxine actually does wear costumes. She has a very extensive sunglasses collection.
Yeah.
So unfortunately she's not wearing any right now, but she has more sunglasses than any human I've ever met.
Right now she's sleeping.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sarah, what sparked you to become an author?
Well, I think children's books, like picture books, played a really big role in my life growing up, and I was really encouraged and comforted by them, so I really just wanted to do the same thing for others.
Yeah, we love that.
Is Maxine heavy? No, she's a little lady.
When is Maxine's birthday?
Maxine's birthday is December 15th.
So she just recently turned 9 a
Yeah.
couple months ago.
The winter baby.
Winter
Yep.
baby. She's a Sagittarius queen. Where can we get Maxine's book? Maxine's book is available on Amazon or on Barnes & Noble or on the Random House website, but probably most easily available on Amazon.
Someone asks, do you have more plans to make more Maxine books?
Yes.
That's the
Exciting.
short answer, yes.
Short answer, yes. Where did Maxine get her name? One, we like the name Maxine. We can call her Max, call her Maxie. But it came from Mad Max Fury Road, the movie that we loved. How long does it take to make a book?
Sarah, you answer that question.
How
Yeah.
long does it take to make a book? I would say just roughly about 2 years for a picture book. For a board book, it's a lot shorter. It could finish within a year.
Are the other dogs in the book real dogs? No, the other dogs are not real dogs, but their names are real. Yeah, they're based on real.
Humans?
Yeah.
Oh, some of them are.
Yeah.
That's true.
Let's see. Why is Maxine good at making people laugh?
Well, I think you all saw how short her legs are. That's primary reason number one. She's very silly to look at with her short little legs. She has big ears. She's just a funny looking dog. Otherwise, her personality really makes people laugh. She loves to run around. She loves to chase her cat brother. And because we share so much of what she does every day with people on the internet, we just know that so many people think she's so funny.
Yeah. What else is this? So I'm being told, so now that it's 1:45, it's technically the end of the event. So if classes need to leave, you're more than welcome to leave. And we want to thank you for coming and asking questions and enjoying this time with us. And we hope you enjoyed Maxine Gets a Job and Gertrude Gish. Please go get Sarah's book. It's lovely. Go get Maxine's book. It's funny.
And we'll hang out here for a few more minutes. And if any more questions roll in, we can get to answering those too. Sarah, what's your favorite thing to draw?
My favorite, honestly, dogs and food, like animals and food, but specifically dogs. I think after Toasty, I became an expert in drawing dogs.
Oh, I love that. Well, we're so happy we gave you a dog to draw today.
I was very happy to draw Maxine.
How old is Jeff?
Jeff is 13.
Jeff the
13
cat.
or 14 is Jeff the cat. Yeah. And yeah, other than the cat and the dog, we don't have any more pets, but we do have a son and he's 1 year old. 1 year old.
Someone asks, are any of you bilingual? And if you are, what language? Um, yeah, I'm bilingual. I speak English and Korean. What about
Amazing. I'm not bilingual. Brian thinks he can speak Spanish, but he's not that good at it.
In high school, I was bilingual, and then I forgot how to speak Spanish, but it's like a little bit there. But no, we're not bilingual. Who do you say
What was,
first-time children's book author?
well, we were first-time children's book authors. This is our first book. I think the biggest learning that we took away was that it's really a hard thing to do. It's not easy. It takes a lot of work, a lot of revision, a lot of editing, a lot of thinking and being creative. So for a first-time children's book author, I would suggest figure out what you want to write about and then write it and then get ready to rewrite it and edit it and make it fun to read and work on it for a while. It's a very tough and challenging, but super, super rewarding thing to do. So we're so happy and we feel really excited to share our book with everybody.
Will we include our son in a future magazine book?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a good question.
All right. Any other burning questions? Everybody saying thank you. Thank you for joining and listening. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
All right.
Sarah, what would you suggest for a first-time children's book author?
Um, I think I think getting through in the industry is all about perseverance. So I would say don't give up and just continue writing stories that you believe in and just send them out. Yeah.
And Sarah, how many books do you have?
So this year I have Gertrude coming out, and then I have one other book coming out as an illustrator. That's coming out in June. So in total, I have 5 books.
Ah,
Wow.
amazing. That's so cool.
Thank you.
And we only have one, but if anybody wants to follow Maxine's adventure, she's on Instagram, @madmax_Fluffy Road. She's on YouTube and TikTok.
And I think to answer this last question, Sarah does her own illustrations, right? And you do illustrations for other authors. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yes, correct.
And for
So
children's
cool.
books, sometimes you'll get authors who also illustrate their books, or you'll have authors who just write it, and then there's an illustration style that they want. So they'll work with an illustrator. We were very fortunate to be able to work with an illustrator to bring our book to life.
Neither of us is an artist over here, so we could not illustrate it ourselves. And if we did, you probably wouldn't want to read it.
That's true. Oh, thank you.
All right, I think we are gonna say goodbye over here. Got the cue to wrap it up and so thank you all again so much. We're so privileged and happy to have been able to read to you today and to share our work. And Sarah, we've had so much fun working with you and meeting you.
Oh, me too. It was such a privilege to draw Maxine, and I was so happy to be here. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank